Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel and you are watching Growing Green. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing part 2 of my plant room tour. If you haven't already watched part 1, please make sure you do. I'll pop it up above and in the description box down below. Other than that, make sure to hit the subscribe button if you like this video, hit the like button as well, and also hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Other than that, I'm just gonna go get straight into this video. Alright guys, we're on the final shelf here. On the top, I have probably one of my favorite begonias I have. Oh, my second favorite begonia, which is my Begonia Imperialis. I'm not quite sure how you say it, but she's an absolute stunner, and she's giving me a new leaf there, right in the middle there. And I have a little baby here too, which seems to be growing quite nicely. In front of that, I have a Hoya carnosa. This was a single node cutting off my mum's plant, and it has done fantastic for me. I'm so happy. And then I have a few more Hoya carnosa. Ugh. Just being real with you guys, look at that. That is disgusting, but it's working, so it's fantastic. A few more Hoya carnosas here. In the back and along the back, I have a lot of heartleaf philodendron. These are again all single cuttings that I've grown into plants. And then I have my Begonia Cowardly Lion on the top here. I love this guy. Look at that. Look at that texture and that color. It's stunning. On the second shelf, we have again a bit of a mishmash. We have my Begonia Escargot, which is my absolute favorite at the moment. Look at that. Look at that. It's so stunning. This plant is amazing. I love it so much. And it's giving me a new leaf in the back there. Seriously, my favorite plant at the moment. It's amazing. In the back we have some more water propagations. I have my string of dolphins. I have a little tiny little sansevieria in the back there. I've got this rooted cutting of a Scindapsus tribi, which I of course propagated myself. In the front here I have a little Begonia Black Mamba. I have a Calico Kitten. I have a Fittonia in the back there, another Fittonia over the back there, and my mother plant for my eyelash begonia. This level we have again a mishmash of stuff. I have some ferns. I have a whole lot of Begonia Angel Wing Begonia, which is flowering, which is amazing. Again, grown from cuttings by me. I have some little Scindapsus pictus that are growing, and I have some more Black Mamba Begonia across the front here. Next shelf down is kind of the same thing, it's just some cuttings that I've been growing. I have my pink bubbles here. I love this one. This is my Scindapsus tribi. Again, some more pictus, which is beautiful. And then I have some ugly looking bubbles because I cut them all yesterday, but they will grow back nice and bushy. On the bottom level, I have my actual Begonia Clonura. It's just rooted in soil and it's growing at the moment. Same with this heartleaf. I have a whole bunch of begonia here as well that are just growing. And I have some Hoya fishtail, which are doing very well. I don't know if you can probably see that new growth there. And this one has a new leaf underneath, which is awesome. And then I have an Adansoniae and a couple of Swiss cheese over here as well. Okay, I'm gonna go through the plants I have on the floor in front of my shelving. I have this Hoya Shapurdi, which literally I got yesterday. It does have new growth on it, which is fantastic, and the growth points look nice and healthy. I love these long Hoya leaves. It also has a peduncle there. Look at that. So that's pretty cool. I'm excited to see how that one progresses. Next to that, I have another rescue begonia from my mom's house. Just chilling at the moment, just chilling. And yesterday I also bought this Calathea Freddy. I had no idea this existed. It's so lush and beautiful in a full pot, so I couldn't resist it. Next to that, I have my watermelon peperomia. She is looking about half the size of when I got her, because I've been taking a lot of cuttings, but as you can see underneath, she has a lot of new growth coming as well, and she's also flowering. And next to that, I have a Calathea gecko. She's a little bit curly because I got her from my grandmother. She gave it to me, and in return, I'm gonna give her a couple of my begonia. At the very end here, I have some Hoya propagating in lacquer. This is a bit of an experiment for me because I've only ever used lacquer once before this. But I have some Hoya Mini Bell in here, which is rooted. If I tug on that, a couple of fishtails, some carnosa, and they're all rooting very, very nicely. So that is exciting. And then here I have my Ficus benjamina. That's obviously the variegated one, and yeah, she's just cute, she's just chilling. That is the full first side of my plant room. As you can tell, it's like organized chaos at the moment. I spent 7 hours the other day. I took everything out, cleaned everything, and put everything back into some kind of order to see what I had, how many propagations I need to make, and all of that kind of jazz. So yeah, organized chaos until I can get my greenhouse sorted. Okay, now we are moving on to this side of the room. It is an absolute jungle, but again, I'm going to go through everything one by one and show you exactly what is in this jungle. So over here on the floor, this is kind of my like sale plant. So every time I sell a plant, I put it over here so I know it's sold, and I put obviously the name and who bought it with it. I have my diary, so that's like planning my propagations, when I need to pack stuff, etc, etc. Here I have my Glacier pothos cuttings. I picked these up yesterday. I'll take them out of the water. They have a couple little roots on the bottom there, but yeah, I'm so excited to grow these. It's my first ever Glacier pothos, which is fun. I have my pitcher plant. I love this. These are huge. Like, these are huge. It's so cool. It's been catching a lot of the bugs in this room because it is like a plant room and there's moisture in here. There have been obviously gnats and all that kind of stuff. And look, there's a new one coming. But yeah, this is my Penthes hanging pitcher plant. On my windowsill, I have some string of pearls propagations. I find they do best for me in this cocoa peat. So they just sit on this windowsill and they love it. I have a lot of butterfly propagations of chain of hearts. And as you can see, they're doing super well. Especially this one, which has just gone absolutely nuts. So yeah, they're loving it up here, and I have a few trays of those. Along here, I have my Hoya serpens, which I'm gonna bring down for you. Again, this was like a 3-leaf cutting, and it's going absolutely nuts for me, which is fantastic. Can't wait to propagate that. Next to that, I have some more Scindapsus pictus in water. Again, it's kind of an experiment to see how everything's going. And then next to that, I have this cactus. And then I have some Persian shield in water and some more pictus. And then over here, I have my big Polybotria raindrop peperomia. And I have some more watermelon propping there. Now these are all on my desk because I literally have no more space for them. Well, there's space, but I need walking space. So they're just up here for now. At the front here, I have my turtles in my turtle pot. And this was also given to me as a 3-leaf cutting. And now look at her, she's gone absolutely not so crazy, and I love it. Above this, I have another begonia. I don't know the name of this one either, but I love the speckling through it. It's absolutely beautiful, and I got it for $5. Like, how can you not? This is so pretty. Next to that, I have another Begonia Rex, beautiful, beautiful red colored one. And then I have probably, I think, my third favorite begonia. It's my Begonia Incontifolia. Look at that leaf size. It's giant. It's so big and absolutely stunning. That silver on the leaves is beautiful. So beautiful. And it's got endless amount of leaves coming down here too, so it's gonna be nice and full and bushy. Next to that, I have my Venus flytraps, which have been great in catching flies, as you can see, keeping themselves happy there. And then next to that, I have my Peperomia Unknown. We think it's a wavy gravy cross with Mamarata maybe. They came out at King's, which is our local plant store here, and they look a lot like wavy gravy, so I'm stoked with this. It was $20, so yeah, absolutely love this. In front of that, I have my Philodendron Melanochrysum. Yes, she is tiny, and yes, this leaf is very interesting. I'm not sure what happened there, but it kind of got stuck. That's the first leaf it gave me, and then obviously the second leaf is a bit weirder, but as you can see, it is giving me another leaf, so I'm hoping that that one might be a little bit better. On the side here, I have my Hoya Hindu rope, which I also got not that long ago, but all these leaves at the bottom here and that growth point is brand new. So yeah, that's very exciting. At the bottom, we have my Begonia Sharfie. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce it. It is a big fluffy begonia. It's so cool. It definitely, again, needs a prop, a chop and a prop when I have this space. Over here, leaning on my heater, which is not on, I promise, it's not plugged in, is my Hoya Obovata Splash. Not kidding, when I bought this, it was a 2-leaf cutting, and that was maybe 3 or 4 months ago, and it has just gone absolutely crazy for me. It is huge, and yeah, it has got a huge tendril. I need to get a stake for it. Over here, this is my Caladium corner. I made a video about planting these, so go check that out if you haven't already. And look at the size of them. They are absolutely stunning. This one at the front here, the leaves are huge. And then this guy is absolutely beautiful as well. I love that color, oh my gosh. And then at the back, my biggest Caladium, it is massive. Like, I'll show you the size of these leaves. Like, this is my hand. It is gigantic. So those are in the back there. I have another one behind here, which is getting shadowed by this one. And then in the front here, I have another angel wing begonia, which is doing fantastically in this spot actually. All the spots are nice and big and beautiful. Love it. Above those, we have some hanging plants. So I'll start with this one here. This is one of my monkey masks. So cool. This is like a new shoot. And then it has this one that goes all the way down here, which needs chopped and propped again once I get the space. Next to that, I have my giant Hoya carnosa, which I've just realized is giving me a new shoot. Yay, fantastic. But this gal is huge, like huge. She has got a lot of growth coming down there, and I believe there is a peduncle somewhere on here. I can't remember where it was, but it does have a peduncle somewhere here. I can't remember where it was, but it is huge, and the leaves are big and glossy, and it's screaming, propagate me. Next to that, I have another monkey mask. Same thing, big, luscious leaves, and a super long trailing vine down to the floor. Next to that, I have another string of needles. Long. If we go to the back row here, I have a Monstera Adansonii, which is again going nuts. It's clinging to my curtains. Woo. There we go, look at that. It was all in my curtain, so it's obviously loving it in there, so I'm just gonna tuck it back into my curtains. I won't disturb you. If that's what you want to do, you do you. And then next to that, as you can already see, is my Cissus Discolor. This thing is massive. It's in the back there, right? It goes all the way up here. From down there, comes all the way up here. It splits and it goes all the way along this way, all the way down here. This is its tendril. It goes all the way up along here, down this side, and then at the back, it also goes all the way up along there. It's clung to my thermometer, all the way over here. That's one tendril, but look at this one. Goes all the way down here, and it has connected itself to my bubbles. So this thing is literally massive and is making itself right at home. In the back, we have another calico kitten that's actually my sister's, and then we have another variegated Peperomia scandens. Continuing on, we have one of my mother plants for my Scindapsus trebi, which is ridiculously long. It goes all the way down. This one goes all the way down to the floor. It's on the floor, it's laying on the floor. Again, it needs propagating. Behind that, I have my regular bubbles plant. Again, it's huge, and as you can see, it's trailing, which I love. And then next to that, I have another mother plant of my trebi with massive leaves. In the front here, I have my variegated string of pearls mother plant. I have a regular string of pearls. I have a huge string of bananas, again, all the way down to the floor. And then next to that, I have the mother plant of my Hoya mini bell, which has a few peduncles, which I'm going to try and find and show you. So that's one peduncle right there. And I've got another one coming there, and I'm sure there are more, but it's going to be so beautiful. Next to that, I have my philodendron micans. This baby is so beautiful. Again, it's giving me shoot after shoot, and it is long. I literally just cut this one the other day to propagate. But yeah, this guy is like all my other plants hanging here, all the way down to the floor, all the way down here, all the way down there on the floor, and it's now running along the floor and into my other plants there. And that is my completed plant room tour for now. This room is purely storage at the moment until I get my greenhouse up and running. This is eventually going to be just my propagation room, so it's purely going to be water cuttings and cuttings in these little greenhouses. Everything that is planted is going to go into the greenhouse, so all of this is going to be moving in there, all my mother plants, everything. So yeah, it's going to be such a change, and I cannot wait for it because I need the space, as you can see. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. So that is part 2 of my plant room tour. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it was a little bit long, so I had to make it into 2 parts. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what was your favorite plant from this video. Again, if you haven't already, make sure to go and check out part 1 of this video. And yeah, I will see you in my next video. See you later. Bye.